Hello, Professor Bell and fellow students. My name is Jamie Lambert, and today I'm going to be talking about creating a culture of continuous quality improvement. In essence, continual quality improvement, or CQI, is a type of management attitude that can be used to decrease waste of resources like time or finances and improve internal and external satisfaction, as in the case of patients, stakeholders, or employees. It involves perpetually assessing and enhancing quality within an organization or agency. Goshen Davis, 2016. It's important that an organization does not simply solve problems as they happen, but create visible structure and culture that values quality as well as quality improvement efforts. This is important because perceived quality in businesses, and especially healthcare, can affect public relations as well as finances. Today, we're going to look at 3 focus areas for implementing a culture of CQI: leadership, employees, and deploying quality improvement tools. Examples set by leadership most often shape the culture of an organization. Leaders, supervisors, and managers set the tone for acceptable behaviors. Goshen Davis, 2016. When organizational leaders are focused on status quo, CQI is non-existent. Therefore, choosing leaders, managers, and supervisors that are flexible and open to change and flexibility and can influence change and flexibility become important when establishing a culture for CQI. This will facilitate a culture that is open to improvement. For example, a leader that makes decisions haphazardly may not make the most impactful choices. If this individual decides to ignore the reasons he's not making an impact, patient satisfaction, as well as quality of care, may continue to suffer. This person's employees will feel no pull, have no reason to improve upon their own processes. On the contrary, if a leader pinpoints why impact is lagging, drills down where improvements can be made, makes changes to that process, and implements a plan to constantly evaluate when and how he makes decisions affecting patient satisfaction, overall quality of services can improve. Goshen Davis, 2016. The bonus here is that employees will see and feel the improvements. If the process is shared with employees, this sets a tone for CQI. The first step to creating a culture of CQI is choosing or training leadership that recognizes the value of CQI so that those individuals can set the tone for the organization. Much like selecting and training leadership, empowering employees to work towards quality improvement and supporting them during that process is equally important. Employees need to have a sense of ownership within the organization for a CQI culture to blossom. Chattergoon, 2014. A sense of ownership allows for personal connection to the benefits of CQI. If a business welcomes ideas of quality improvement, each employee will also embrace those sentiments and feel connected to the organization. Mullen, 2020. A sense of ownership also comes from inclusion in various aspects of the organization. Including associates from all levels in daily huddles or debriefings, and listening and incorporating ideas from multifaceted teams further facilitates ownership and inclusion. Holly, 2019. When an organization also builds continual improvement into their rewards and promotions programs, employees continue to feel valued and included. Goshen Davis, 2016. This is the same within hospitals or businesses. Toronto East General Hospital took a long, hard look at some of their processes, implemented measures for quality, and established time-specific meetings of cross-sectional teams to voice and work through problems, for instance, wait times, while empowering their associates to lead those efforts. The results included an increase in patient quality, as well as employee engagement and job satisfaction. Chattergoon, 2014. It's also important here to note that transition periods, like converting to a culture of CQI, can trigger deep emotional needs within employees. So it's important that this is recognized and these employees feel supported during this transition period. So the next thing we're going to talk about will be how choosing the right tools for assessment for CQI within your organization is equally as important as choosing leaders and empowering associates. For example, if tools are used that are outdated or difficult for associates to use or implement, the process becomes stagnant and associates become frustrated. There's no buy-in at this point. Utilizing tools such as JIT Lean and Six Sigma are great, but regardless of which tools or improvement theories are being considered, choosing them must be based on the needs of the organization, as well as the feasibility for consistent use and evaluation in the future. Utilizing daily or weekly huddles or meetings, much like Toronto General, where associates interact and discuss areas for improvement, as well as feasible deployment of improvement tools, continues to carve the path to building a culture for CQI. In conclusion, building a culture for CQI involves several key steps. Human resources such as leadership and associates or employees are heavily involved. It's important to choose individuals for leadership positions that can exemplify and influence a culture of quality improvement. An organization must also empower its employees to be associates that thrive in an environment focused on quality improvement. And those associates must feel supported in their roles within the CQI organization. Lastly, appropriate quality improvement tools must be chosen, and those choices must include input from various associates that will utilize those tools. Building a culture of CQI, or continual quality improvement, assists with public relations and financial concerns, and is especially important in today's healthcare environment. There are a lot of choices for healthcare these days, and if you can prove quality improvement is at the forefront of your organization, you are one step ahead of the rest. I hope you've gained some insight into building a culture of quality improvement. I appreciate your time.